And away they go from the 1900-meter marker, and Gangnam Style's out the back of the field early on. Sabertooth is going off to lead them. Nightlockers with the green cap is a little bit strong. Eco Storm is near the rail. Hassan's Bird is back in fourth position, and then comes Discourse. They're followed by Mr. Royal, and his approval is along the inside. Told You So, El Couture, and Gangnam Style's the trailer, about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader. The leader is Sabertooth. Hassan's Bird on the outside. Nightlock is back at the rail third, and Discourse giving the rider a hard time going around them. Then Mr. Royal. They are followed by Eco Storm, who's near the rail, back in sixth position, 5 lengths off the leader. Alcatier's on the outside of his approval. Gangnam Style and Told You So, the last two. Approaching the 1,000-meter marker, and Sabertooth continues to lead it. Hassan's Bid is second, and Nightlock at the rail. Discourse continues to be caught wide out. Then Mr. Royal, Eco Storm, Alcature and his approval. Told You So and Gangnam Style. They're about 6 or 7 lengths off the leader. Moving towards the 600, and Sabertooth continues to lead it. Hassan's Bid is second, and Nightlock is at the rail third. Discourse on the outside, Mr. Royal, Eco Storm. Alcature is going to come around them, then Gangnam Style, his approval, and further back in the running is Told You So. Top of the stretch, Hassan's Bid, Nightlock moves in. On the outside of that one is Sabertooth. Down the inside, Eco Storm. Mr. Royal tries to get into the race. Hassan's Bid, Nightlock finds more though. And it's Nightlock the leader. Down the inside, Eco Storm, his approval and Told You So. Nightlock, Eco Storm, his approval and Told You So. There's nothing in it. On the inside, it's going to be Told You So and his approval. I think Told You So made it home. Nightlock second, his approval third, and Eco Storm fourth. It's very close, but I think that number 6, Told You So, is going to get up in the shadow of the post under Anthony Delpech, and will just probably prevail from number 4, Nightlock, and his approval. Let's see, it gets very close though. Told You So, the white cap, Nightlock nearest us, coming down to the wire. Well, it won it by about a head, Told You So. Second, Nightlock, his approval, and Eco Storm only beaten a neck back in fourth. Hassan's Bid and Discourse was caught wide out. Alcature further back in the running, and then Sabertooth. They were followed by Gangnam Style. So, Told You So, this is a Magog for Alison Wright and Anthony Delpech. As we look at the head-on the extreme left-hand side, that's the winner with the white cap. That's Told You So. Eco Storm is right there with the black sleeves. Nightlock was a little bit keen in the early stages. That probably cost it. And between them, his approval. The 4 horses on the left-hand side, and Told You So will record its second win from 33 outings. I must say, Anthony Delpech, he'll breathe a sigh of relief. Just look what happened to him today. Simla, he got dumped in the first race. Cape Speed was very wide. Wildner Mac was scratched. Trapandel was pulled out of the race after playing up in the gate, and Trip to Rio was scratched at the start, so he'll be really relieved. Until the running of our 8th and last, let me just tell you what Told You So paid on the tote. Number 6 shows up at R4 a win. Back to the studio.
Told You So, Alison Wright, Jockey Delpech will team up in race number 7, and after running on second behind Big Bird last time out, all he needed to do is repeat that effort, and he's shown that he's a horse that enjoys a bit further as well. 1900 meters today. But let's get Alison Wright into the number 1 box, and of course she trains this 5-year-old. Nice to see this horse win again, firstly, Annie.
Yeah, Dees, he's come from Cape Town, and he literally has had to learn to go right-handed. He just hangs so badly. He's just improved with each run. So well done to Christian. He's been patient, and he's been very frustrated with this horse because he's got the ability, So well done to them. Well done to Anthony. I'm glad we could throw him a bone today. A bit tastier today because he hasn't had a good day. But
how was his mood in the ring?
No, it wasn't too bad, but I could see it had bad days. So I'm glad, I'm glad he managed to pull one out the bag.
Fantastic. Before you leave us, I know that you send a few horses for the big races up in Zim and in the Castle Tankard Warcraft. Did you, proud? Will we see him in that OK challenge?
Yeah, Dees, he ran a brilliant race. He was stuck in Joburg for 4 days or 5 days, and his work was in the paddock. So it was a very good run. And he's running next week in the OK Grand Challenge. So we'll try again. Obviously, the winner's in there and drawn 2 or something. So it'll be an interesting race. But my mom continues to do a nice job there. And well done to all the Zimbos that keep it going. It really isn't easy, but they're passionate about the racing. And I just hope it can continue.
Whilst he's ridden a good race, I think he needs to buy you a Coke rather than you need to buy him a Coke. That's Jockey Delpech.
Yeah, I think so. Can I also just say well done to Bruce and Annie Nicholas from Hallmark, also fellow Zimbabweans. Well done.
Well done to Alison Wright. Let's let Jockey Delpech in. And it was one of those days where your mood must have certainly been going downhill after things, started not going according to plan from race number 1, Bonji.
Yeah, it was a very tough day, and I thought maybe I should pack my bag and go home. Anyway, we hung in there, and it paid off. And he won a good race. He gave me a very difficult ride up the straight. I couldn't draw my stick on him because he was hanging so badly to the left. But I'm happy he's won.
When you turned into the straight, I saw all these other horses fan out, and you found yourself in a beautiful position.
When they all came off the fence, I thought, well, I'm not going to get a run on the outside, so no good of me even trying. So I managed to gain a little bit of ground, and I think that might have helped him win the race. And I'm very happy to get on the board.
In race number 8, you've drawn 1. You got a horse that brings some decent form into the race. So maybe a bad day can be turned into a great day.
Let's hope you're right, Dees. I hope you're right. Yeah, he's got a good draw and obviously competitive race, but must have a chance. But thanks very much to Kevin and Alison, always there to support me.
Well played.
Thanks so much.
Anthony Delpech with number 6, Told You So. 6, 4, 2 and 9, just confirming that. Yes, those will be the numbers you'll need, 6, 4, 2 and 9. Coming up next will be the Lucky Last, closing off the Place Accumulator and the Pick 6. But you should get involved in a quartet in the last. Generally, it gets to a decent pool. 16:35 will be the off race number 8.